All right, diving right in. Today we're getting into waterproofing solutions.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it always seems so simple, right? Like just keep the water out,
Right.
but it gets pretty complicated
It does.
when you start looking at all the different materials and situations.
Absolutely.
So we're going to look at 3 specific products today. Betek Aquaset, Fibrous Aquaset, and Bitumfleks.
Okay.
And what I think is so fascinating about this is we've got information coming from 2 very different sources. Betek, the company that actually manufactures these products, and Je Sesiands Global Resources Ltd, a distributor based in Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
So we get to see how these products are being talked about, how
Right.
they're being used, potentially in very different contexts.
Yeah.
So first up, let's talk about Betek, the manufacturer.
Okay.
Going to their website, the thing that kind of jumped out at me is they're not just a waterproofing company.
Right.
They've got architectural paints, construction chemicals, thermal insulation. They've even got furniture coatings.
Well, you know what that says to me? That means they're a big player in the industry.
Right.
They've got their fingers in all these different pots.
Exactly.
And that means they probably have a lot of resources for research and development.
That's a great point, because if you're looking for a waterproofing solution and you know that this company is actually investing in cutting-edge technology,
Absolutely.
that's got to be reassuring.
Yes. It probably translates to better products, more durable, maybe even more environmentally friendly solutions.
Right. Okay, so let's switch gears now. We're going to go over to Lagos, Nigeria, where Je Sesiands operates.
Okay.
And looking at their website, one thing that really stood out to me was their emphasis on education and customer service. They even say that they're dedicated to providing information about waterproof-related issues and how to prevent and fix them.
That's really smart, especially in a place like Lagos, where maybe reliable information about this stuff isn't quite as easy to come by.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost like they're positioning themselves as not just a seller of a product,
Right.
but as a resource. They're trying to help people.
Absolutely, yeah. You come to us, we're going to help you solve your problem.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, we're not just here to sell you something. We're here to help you understand your options
Right.
and make the best choice.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's dive into the products themselves now.
Okay.
We'll start with Betek Aquaset.
All right.
And they describe this as a really versatile, easy-to-apply waterproofing solution suitable for both interior and exterior surfaces.
So it can be used pretty much anywhere, right?
Well, that's what they say, but they also say you can use it on concrete, plaster, zinc, galvanized surfaces. I mean, is that a bit of a stretch,
Yeah, I mean, waterproofing metal
Right?
seems like a whole different ballgame.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Aquaset is somehow formulated to work on anything. Like it creates a barrier no matter what the surface is.
That's possible.
Or maybe it acts as like a primer or something
Yeah.
so that other more specialized coatings can adhere to it.
I think we'd have to look at the technical specs to
Yeah.
really understand how it works on different surfaces.
Right.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is Fibrous Aquaset.
Okay, so this one's got fibers in it.
Yeah, basically it's like Aquaset, but with added fiber reinforcement.
Interesting. Why would they add fibers?
It says it increases the strength and elasticity.
I wonder what kind of fibers they use.
Yeah. And how does that affect the performance compared to, say, a competitor's product that uses a different kind of reinforcement?
Right, exactly.
We don't really know from the information we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so last one. This is Bitumfleks.
Okay.
Now, they describe this as the heavy-duty option, specifically for areas with intense water pressure.
Okay.
Basements, terraces, bathrooms, stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they also say it's a modified bitumen emulsion,
Right.
which is kind of a mouthful.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know. Can you break that down for us a little bit?
Yeah, so bitumen, that's a natural, like, petroleum-based substance.
Uh-huh.
It's been used for waterproofing for ages. Think asphalt roads.
Right.
But modified bitumen emulsion means they've changed it chemically
Oh.
and mixed it with water.
Okay.
Makes it easier to work with, better for the environment.
So it's like taking this traditional waterproofing material and making it more modern and versatile.
Exactly. And thinking about Lagos, coastal city, lots of rain and humidity, I bet Bitumfleks is a popular choice there.
Yeah, probably a good option for those conditions. Okay, so we've got Aquaset, our versatile all-rounder. Fibrous Aquaset, the reinforced workhorse for areas that need that extra strength.
Yeah.
And then we've got Bitumfleks, our heavy-duty champion.
Right.
But how do we know which one's right for a specific project?
That's a great question. And that's what we're going to talk about next time. We'll look at some real-world scenarios.
Awesome.
And discuss what factors might influence your choice.
I'm excited to get into that. Stay tuned.
Stay with us. Back again for more on waterproofing solutions.
I'm ready. Last time we got a good look at Betek and Je Sesiands.
Right.
And those 3 products, Aquaset, Fibrous Aquaset Bitumfleks.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about Aquaset.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how they said you can use it on, like, everything? Concrete, metal.
Right, right.
Is that real or is that just marketing?
Good question. I mean, Betek's a big company. They have the resources to actually, like, develop something that good.
That's true.
But it's also worth thinking about how they're marketing it at different places.
You think maybe they say it's like a universal solution in some areas,
Yeah,
but then more specialized in others?
exactly. Like, what matters most to the customer depends on where they are.
Right.
Like Legos, I bet durability is super important there.
Yeah, with all that rain.
Right, all that humidity.
Makes sense. But somewhere drier, maybe cost matters more?
Maybe.
Or how easy it is to use?
Could be. So even though it seems simple on the surface, choosing the best waterproofing, it's complicated.
It is. It's not just one answer for everyone.
Nope. And that's where Je Sesiands, their approach is so smart.
Oh, yeah, with the education and customer service?
Exactly. Like, they know it's complicated,
Hmm.
and they want to help people make good choices.
Do you think that's just good business in general?
I mean, yeah.
Or is there something about Legos specifically?
It's probably both. Building trust is important anywhere,
Right.
but especially where it's hard to find good info.
So they're not just selling the product, they're selling peace of mind.
Totally. Like, you're in good hands, we'll help you figure this out.
Okay, so let's imagine someone in Legos, leaky roof. What would Je Sesiands recommend?
Oh, probably Bitumfleks with all that rain they get.
But wouldn't Fibrous Aquaset be good too? For the wind, maybe?
Ooh, good point. Legos is coastal, lots of wind.
So maybe it's not either? Maybe it's both?
Yeah. Bitumfleks for the main roof, against the water, then Fibrous Aquaset on the edges for the wind.
A layered system, huh?
Exactly. Tailored to that specific roof's problems.
That's a good takeaway for anyone listening. Think about the whole system, not just the product.
Definitely. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the how-to,
Right.
the technical stuff.
But what about the bigger picture? Like, what does all this mean beyond just keeping water out?
Ooh, good question. One thing that comes to mind is sustainability.
Okay.
If your waterproofing's good, your building lasts longer.
Right.
Less repairs, less rebuilding, less waste.
God, the good waterproofing. It's good for the environment, too.
Totally. Less demolition, less new stuff being made.
That's a cool connection. Is Betek doing anything to be more sustainable?
Actually, yeah. They're using recycled materials,
Yeah.
trying to cut down on harmful emissions, even looking into bio-based alternatives to some of the petroleum stuff.
That's impressive. So it's not just about keeping the water out, it's how they're doing it, too.
Exactly. And people care about this more and more.
Yeah.
So companies got to keep up.
But doesn't all that eco-friendly stuff cost more?
It used to. But as demand goes up, prices are coming down.
So it's getting easier to choose sustainable options.
Yeah. And think long-term.
Yeah.
A more eco-friendly solution might cost more upfront, but you save on repairs later.
So you got to weigh it all out. Performance, sustainability, and cost.
Exactly. And that's where someone like Je Sesiands can help guide you through those choices.
Okay, before we wrap up, I want to go back to something we said earlier.
Yeah.
These ideas, they matter for way more than just waterproofing.
Right. Like understanding the context, finding good info, knowing who to trust.
That's important for anything. Choosing a doctor, a car.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You got to be informed, make good choices that fit what you care about.
And remember, you don't have to be an expert on everything.
Right.
There's help out there. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
So we've learned about keeping our houses dry,
Yeah.
but also about being smart consumers in general.
It's exactly making choices you feel good about.
And on that note, one last thought.
Hit me.
How can you use these ideas about making good decisions in other parts of your life? Think about it.
See you next time.
Back again. Final part of our waterproofing deep dive. Lots of ground covered, the products themselves, where you're using them, even how to be more sustainable.
Yeah, it's been great. And honestly, it's about more than just keeping your basement dry, you know?
Absolutely. So this time, I want to focus on something we keep coming back to. Trust.
Trust, yeah.
Yeah.
Important for pretty much any decision, right?
Totally. Like waterproofing your house, you got to trust the company making the product, and the people selling it to you, that they're giving you good info.
Exactly. It's not just handed out. You got to earn that trust.
Right. It's about their reputation, what they've done before, being honest about how they do things, and showing that they actually know what they're talking about.
Totally.
Je Sesiands in Lagos, they really get that, I think. That focus on educating their customers, making sure they're getting good service, that seems key for them.
It's smart, especially in a place where maybe that info is hard to find.
Right. They become the source you trust. So you're not just buying a product, you're building a relationship.
Exactly.
Which makes me think, we talked about Betek going the sustainable route.
Right.
But how does that affect the cost? Is eco-friendly stuff way more expensive?
It used to be, but it's getting better.
Really?
Yeah, more people want it. They're making it more efficiently, so the price difference is getting smaller.
So you can be sustainable without going broke.
More and more, yeah. Plus, think about the long term.
Okay.
Spend a bit more upfront for something eco-friendly that lasts longer. You save money on repairs later.
You got to see the big picture, not just the price tag today.
Exactly. And not just the money, but the planet, too.
Right.
Spending a little more for something less harmful to the environment, that's worth something.
So it's a balancing act, huh? What works best, what's best for the planet, what you can actually afford.
Yep. That's where someone like Je Sesiands is so helpful. They can guide you through all that.
Okay, one last thing. Remember we said these ideas matter for more than just waterproofing?
Oh, absolutely. Knowing your situation, finding good info, who to trust, that's for anything. Doctors, mechanics, financial advisors, anything.
You got to do your research, ask questions.
Exactly.
Make choices that fit what you care about.
And it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to know everything.
So we've learned about keeping our houses dry.
Yeah.
But also how to be smarter about all sorts of decisions.
That's what it's all about. Making choices that you feel good about.
Well, on that note, we're wrapping up our waterproofing deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Hope you learned something and maybe think about how these ideas can help you in other parts of your life.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep asking questions, and we'll see you then.